Hi Akum, my future explorers. We are live at Expo 2020 and this is episode 81, the Myanmar, Latvia and Marshall Islands pavilions. Okay, so my name is Danielle and I'm so excited to be back with you at Expo. I hope you're ready for a fun-filled, packed show and ready to explore lots and lots of pavilions today. So, as you can see behind me, we have the Good Place. So we explored this pavilion a couple of months ago, so you may be familiar with it. If you're not, check out virtualexpodubai.com and you may see that the design is this Badoon tent design. How interesting and how intricate is that? It's really stunning to look at. So I'm back with you, and as a reminder, I will let you know that this is a live stream interactive gameplay show. So that means I need you to be involved all throughout the show. Let me know that you're watching. Where are you watching from? If you have any questions for me, if you want to know things to do with the pavilions, if you want to give me some advice or tell me what to do, I want to hear from you, because for every time you are featured, you are going to earn points. And for every 100 points that we earn together, we earn those seeds of change which we pledge at the end of the episode to one of those amazing causes. So we have Natalie, excited to visit those pavilions. Yes, I'm so glad that you are. Me too. And who else do we have? Architecture Miniatura. I truly enjoy these live shows. Yes, they are live. You're right. Hi, Aisha. Nice to know that you are watching. So, got a bit of a walk, not far to go to get to my first pavilion, and that will be Latvia. Okay, so I'm really excited to get there and learn lots more, because I've never been to Latvia before. Hello, Caesar in Peru. And where else? Who else is watching? Let me know. Give me a little wave emoji in those comments. Okay, so I'm making my way on through. And like I say, I've never been to Latvia, so it's going to be amazing to learn some extra information. We have Natalie from El Salvador. Amazing. And just very shortly, I'm going to be at Latvia. Architecture. I live in Florida, USA. I wish I could be there. Well, this is why we have this show, is exactly for people like you, so you can try and get that experience as much as you can without being able to get here. Delonra, hello Expo 2020. Hello UAE. Hello world. You're back. You were very active last time I was on the show, so nice to see you again. Okay, so I'm currently outside of Latvia and I have my first greeter ready and waiting for me. So we've got to get this show started. Okay, perfect. So we have, hello Cindy.
Hi,
nice to see you.
Hi guys, hi. Welcome to Latvian Pavilion.
Thank you. We're so excited to get inside. It's our first pavilion of the show and we've got lots to learn, I'm sure. So we'll follow you in. Thank you. Okay, so I am aware that we can't explore all of this pavilion today because there's a lot to explore and we're limited time. But first of all, what do we have here?
Actually, we have the show here that is inside, but we will go another day in the show. And in this show inside, you can also get your picture after. So it's good for memories, you know, from Latvian Pavilion.
Oh yes, a nice selfie experience there. So as Cindy just mentioned, there's a lot to explore here, so we're actually going to head upstairs to the next floor. But actually on the ground floor, we have a show, immersive experience, different rooms.
4 different rooms with artistic show. It's really, really nice to see. We have walls made from peat.
First section here, so I'm going to say goodbye to Cindy for now, and I'm now going to say hello to Inga. Hello Inga.
Hi everyone. Hi Danielle, so nice to have you here.
Thank you, we're excited, and I'm sure there's a lot to explore in this section of pavilion. What are you holding there?
Indeed. So first of all, welcome to Latvia, to the business floor, second floor. So this is peat. Imagine actually the Latvia Pavilion is made of the peat. This material is very unique. So actually there are only a few countries in the world where you can find this. So like Canada, Russia and Latvia. It's actually 1 million years old and most of the pavilion is made of this. So in older times people used to use this as a heating material. Nowadays it's actually more used as for design, interior design, and even as a fertilizer.
Give it a little touch.
Of course, yeah. You know what? It's so old. It's basically a million years old.
Wow.
And you extract it from the ground, like 50, 60 meters from the ground. And the cool thing is, basically, we call it our DNA. So I would say even dinosaurs might be found in this material. So it's that's
old. Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
So we're just going to make our way towards the back because I'm captivated by this beautiful scenery of Latvia.
Oh,
so what is the landscapes like in Latvia?
Yeah, so basically we are having obviously all 4 seasons, right? So you can find the seaside, actually more than 500 kilometers have the coastline of white sand. And the best thing is you can actually go for amber hunting. After the storms, you can just walk next to the seaside and like pick up the stones because you see them, they usually marble in the sun, and just pick them up and it's a huge treasure. Then obviously, yeah, this is the white sand. It's amazing.
Okay, so I'm seeing already through these images displaying here that there is those variety of seasons. So just to let you know, we have a live chat. We have Delondra that asks, what is the best time to visit Latvia?
Amazing question. So basically, as we have all 4 seasons, right now it's snowing and it's white and as in fairy tale. At the same time, when in Dubai here, it's plus 50, back home in Latvia, it's like winter here. So I would say summer is the best time when to visit.
Okay, perfect. Good to know.
Yeah, and actually half of the country is covered with the forests. So a lot of this material, you see that basically we are very much nature and organic orientated. So you're gonna see whatever the colors, or is it design, or is it organic cosmetics or food, it's all really represents a lot of nature because we love to go in the wild, create there, we get like creative, we pick up like berries or herbs or different things, and we try to add some science to it and then make products out of it.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to explore this pavilion a little bit more. So I have a question from Ace.
Yeah.
So what are people called in Latvia?
Sorry?
What are people in Latvia called? So
Latvians. Yeah.
And what language do you speak there?
It's actually a Latvian language, and fun fact, it's Indo-European. So basically I think somehow we are mixing together in Latvia, Europe and Indonesian area. So basically, and we are only 2 million people. Imagine such a small country, but quite huge in heart, soul and nature.
Amazing, really good to know. So what kind of, you were talking about berries and various produce, so what are we generally displaying up here?
Yeah, so as there was an Expo, there was thematic week of agriculture. Obviously, we are exploring a lot of berries, as for example, cranberries. Fun fact again is Latvia, even though it's such a small country, we are number 5 in the world in the cranberry harvesting in whole world. So it's quite a huge thing. Second thing is we like to adjust different cultures. For example, we don't grow ourselves coffee beans, but we are the only European country doing Arabic coffee, kahwa. So you can actually come to Latvia Pavilion and try that yourself.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm always a fan of coffee. And we have fragrance, perfumes.
Cosmetics. Obviously, we are going also into the wild, looking for stem cells, very specific and scientific word, but we are looking what actually plants from the nature can give us to our bodies, also cosmetic-wise and fragrance-wise. So any cosmetics that comes from Latvia, usually, if not organic, then it's natural, and it has the scent of the forest and flowers.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So lots of organic produce there. So, and then what is this?
Oh, this is actually, Danielle, you have got a really good attention. So this is actually the most advanced drone in the world. So
a drone, it's huge. Is this a real life-size version?
Yes, it is a real size, and you can see there is actually a camera down, and this one specific is actually measuring radiation in Fukushima, and it's analyzing the data and mapping the radiation at the same time. Back in Latvia, as you saw from the nature, actually the farms and agriculture people are using this in order to survey the real estate or their land or for civil defense, because the camera can see in day and night, and it can go up to 20 hours, so it's quite specific in the technology world.
Wow, it's definitely very advanced. So we have Lakshmaran, long name to say, says, I want to try Arabic coffee.
Amazing. And come to Latvia Pavilion, you're invited.
Yeah, Delondra says, wow, a life-size drone. Yes, that is a very huge drone, much bigger than one I've ever seen before.
Yeah. Here we actually have electric go-kart. This is the funny thing. Obviously, we Latvians like to do a very high value-added things. So we are not producing Tesla, but this specific model actually was announced in US as the best electric go-kart for adults. At the same time, Latvians actually are the ones who made the the electric car, who finished the car rally, the first one. And also Latvians made the Peaks rally winning electric car. So we are very much into racing sports, and we are always doing it electric.
Oh, that's amazing. So 100% electric power.
Yes, this one is a kid's size. So if someone is looking for their go-kart for their kids, especially for obviously indoors, because it doesn't have a fuel, come to Latvia Pavilion.
And how fast does this go?
It goes up to 80, 90 per hour. That's quite quick.
Yes, for a child, very, very quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Ace that asks, how do we say hi in Latvian?
Well, actually, it might sound a little bit Italian, but we usually say ciao to
Yes,
our friends.
Ace actually, I missed that second part. He actually wrote, is it similar to saying ciao? So, you
Oh,
say
he's
ciao.
so smart.
Yes.
Yeah, so ciao to you.
Okay, we have jewelry, we have bags.
Yes, actually, that's the thing. At the moment, we are having in the Latvia Pavilion the Culture Week. So we have brought different, this is actually stones, and the company is using silver. So this is a handmade. We are also having different gemstones, gold. At the moment, actually, if you are into design or interior design or looking for jewelry for yourself, Latvia is a pavilion to go to. And what's a tricky thing is that, for example, here you can see the art piece. It's Mart Rothko, a very famous artist whose painting you can even see in Abu Dhabi, in the Louvre. But here we are actually presenting the glass. So I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but on one side is the regular glass. So you can actually see Danielle, most probably. But on the other one, you cannot. And the fun fact is, this specific glass is actually protecting Mona Lisa in Paris, in Louvre.
I didn't think there was any glass there.
Yeah,
It
see?
literally looks like there's no glass. It's probably very difficult for people to realise through the camera, but that's super
might be.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I have another question from Delonra, and she asks, what is the famous food in Latvia?
Oh, funny enough, but we are kind of potato people. We love potatoes in every dish we do. Then we are very much berry people. We like to go in the forest. So what we do in the summertime when you're gonna come to Latvia is we love to pick up mushrooms and berries and make like different teas or jams or mushroom sauces. We do love fruits. We have like, I don't know, I think more than 100 varieties of apples and pears. We love them. And to be honest, we also like a lot of desserts and the rye bread. Yes, we do make, if you have been in Germany, which is the most popular with the rye bread, black bread as well, we are the ones who are doing it from like very scratch with different seeds and very healthy one. Very healthy.
Tracy, yes, I've definitely tried rye bread before.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else
Yes.
really particular that we should know about the rest of this section of the pavilion?
Yes, I would actually, we would be very happy to show, this is our technology corner. As I'm saying, we are actually helping others to be famous. For example, here you can see the microphone that Lady Gaga and Madonna has used for recording their albums, or the pedal that has been used by Rammstein and U2. So maybe you might not know the Latvian singers, but as we say, we actually help other talents to be exposed to the world. Then, actually, the fun fact as well, Latvians do have one of the fastest internet in the world and the biggest coverage on the country. So wherever, I think Latvians are very spoiled. So wherever you go somewhere out, you will always have Wi-Fi. So that's why actually we are producing the routers that I think helped us to be one of the first ones to invent 5G. So if you come to Latvia Pavilion, I think you're gonna have this new impression about Latvia, that we are very much innovations and technology orientated. So that's the tricky part. We are kind of using history as our DNA, and on this one we are trying to show our future, our kind of synergy between the history and the future, how we are making it.
Amazing. So, as Ilonra says, Latvia has a lot to offer. And Khalid says, a great presentation. They're really appreciating this, Inga. So we'll just take a little step outside.
Yes, of course.
Because outside they have a small terrace, which is actually addressing and looking after the children.
Yes, this was the fun fact actually. You know, a lot of families come to Expo and they said kids sometimes get very much bored, you know, out of the different little screens. So what we did, as we are actually producing ourselves a lot of things of the wood, so we have actually made here a little playground for the kids, and obviously it's very much wooden. Everything is wood.
Oh yes, I see. Everything's made out of wood, yes.
So we actually invite kids to take off their shoes and just enjoy the pavilion while the parents are finding out more. Then the interesting actually thing is the Latvians are very good at using other countries' good things to make new things. For example, this paddleboard is made of wood, which is, I guess, very, very weird for people who know that for the water, wood doesn't really fit. This actually is amazing. Or the lava chair that we can see right there. It's actually made of lava material. I mean, we don't have volcanoes in Latvia, but we actually know how to make it into something functional. So there is an artist who actually made this by heating up the lava and made a chair.
Wow, well that's definitely different. Okay, so together we have now earned our first badge. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Woo-hoo!
First badge of the show. So we have our Latvian badge. Thank you so much, Inga.
Thank you, Danielle.
And we've learned so much today. Lots of interesting things, lots of facts for our knowledge, and thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Latvia. Come here, guys, and enjoy us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we have vlogging channel says hello from Latvia.
Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to Latvia.
Oh, they're in Latvia.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Inga.
Have a
Bye
good
bye.
day. Bye.
Okay, yes. Caesar says, great information, thank you very much. Yes, we were sure to say a big, big thank you to Inga because we've learned lots of facts there. Okay, we went from the historical with the use of peat to build big proportions of that pavilion to then go into the future with the technology, fastest Wi-Fi, most efficient Wi-Fi possibly in the world there. So how amazing is that? And we have, who says they're here at Expo? Aubrey, you're here at Expo, come and find me. I'm currently running around Expo, exploring as always. Okay, so one pavilion down, getting ahead of myself, aren't I? We've got much, much more to find and to offer you from all over the world. And I'm currently getting my steps in, making my way downstairs back to ground level. And I'm going to be getting on to my second pavilion, which, as far as I know, is not too far away. So, Danny, hello. I was 4 times in Dubai, 4 days by cruise, 11 days by cruise, a month and another month. It is the greatest and highest city in the world. See you there. Well, 4 times. Make it a 5th and come on down to Expo if you can. So I'm now on to my second pavilion and I have my next greeter waiting for me. Remember, it's Marshall Islands. So let's go ahead and meet the lovely Chloe. Hello, Chloe. Nice to meet you.
Yakwe, welcome to the Marshall Islands Pavilion.
Oh, what was that I just heard you say?
I said Yakwe, that's hello in Marshallese, and it also means love.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful double meaning. Okay, well, let's get inside and explore that pavilion.
Come on in. So just a brief introduction about the Marshall Islands. We're located in the North Pacific. We're made up of about 1,200 islands. So in this pavilion, one or two main messages of our pavilion is to raise awareness about our nuclear legacy and climate change. So throughout the pavilion, you'll see pictures with a poem, a line from a poem, to sort of get people to hear our voices and read what we want to say to the world.
Oh, that's a beautiful sentiment. I'm sure that's a common theme throughout the pavilion.
Yes.
So just to let you know, Chloe, people are watching live. So we have lots of hellos.
Hello,
We
hello.
have Aisha that says, I love Marshall Islands
Ooh.
Pavilion. And we also have Delomra says hello.
Hello.
Hi, Chloe from Nepal, from Ace. And I'm sure there's going to be lots more coming in. So
Hello,
let's
everybody.
get back to learning more about this pavilion.
So this screen here, we have a poem from one of our famous poets. Her name is Kathy Jetner. You can find a lot of her work on YouTube. She highlights social issues like climate change, the nuclear legacy of the Marshall Islands, racism and history and a bunch of other stuff.
Amazing. So I'm captivated now
Yes.
by those beautiful blue seas.
Yes. So
Paddleboarding, amazing. So,
oh yes, so in the Marshall Islands you can do a lot of things in the water. We like to kayak, we like to snorkel, we swim a lot, and this video sort of shows what you will be able to see if you visit the Marshall Islands.
wow, it looks magnificent. Scuba diving, paddleboarding.
Yep.
Very exciting. Okay, so moving on round.
If we come over here, we have a video of one of our traditional dances. This is a war dance from the island of Udarug. So you see it's mainly performed by men.
Oh, yes, I see. Let's just have a little listen. I know that there's a speaker here. Hey, everybody, can you hear that? Very energetic. Wow, so animated.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a quick question from Delonra, and she says, what is the language of the Marshall Islands?
We speak Marshallese. Marshallese, it's a Austronesian language. So Austronesians, it sort of originated from Taiwan and spread throughout the Pacific Islands.
Okay, so great, good to know, everybody. So what do we have here? I know we have certain elements in all of these
Yep.
boxes. What do we have in the
So
first one?
this one is a canoe baler. It's what they would use when sailing in a canoe to scoop out the water that would get into the canoe.
Okay.
And over here we have a pandanus crusher. You sit on it and you squeeze out the juice of this fruit. It's called a pandanus. And we use the juice to cook, use it as like a sweetener. We also drink the juice, and it's
What does it taste like? Is it similar
It's-
to anything else?
I don't
you
think
know?
it's similar to anything, but it has a nice sweet taste. And the juice is very thick.
Ah,
Sort of like if you drink like mango juice.
okay, yes,
Yeah.
I see. And here, an axe.
This is an old axe. This is what they would use to build canoes with. Yep. And over here is an old war weapon. Back in the days, they would use shark teeth because it's very sharp. But nowadays, we don't kill sharks, so this is a replica.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have more people joining us, and lots of people are enjoying this. We have Rhonda from California, and it's the morning time for you. And also Rima has just commented on how beautiful your necklace is.
Thank you. This is a Marshallese made necklace. We use shells and coconut fiber.
Beautiful. Okay, so what do we have displayed up here?
Here we have wall hangings. We call them obon. So these are also made from coconut fiber. And the brown material is made from pandanus leaves, the fruit that we saw over there.
Oh, so the fruit has many uses then?
Yes, the fruit has many uses. So we use it for our handicrafts. So most of our handicrafts are made from coconut fiber and pandanus leaves. And this tool right here is used to pound the dry leaves for the handicrafts.
Wow, so lots of use of the natural produce.
Yes, and we have some flowers. We use these pretty much every day. We wear them on our ear, put them in our hair.
Okay, so we have a question from Aisha, and she asks, what is the weather like in the Marshall Islands?
So the Marshall Islands is right next to the equator, so it's always warm. We only have 2 seasons, wet and dry season. Right now it would be considered wet season. So maybe June, July, August, that's the best weather.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when it's too hot in Dubai, you can escape to the Marshall
Oh
Islands.
yes. It doesn't get as humid.
Okay. All right then, so we were talking about your necklace before,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I see more of these.
Yeah, so we have many sorts of designs of necklaces, and nowadays the women that make the handicrafts are getting very creative, and all the designs are very sort of different from each other. And we also have mats.
Again, using more of the local produce and
And we have
beautiful
some
bags.
purses. We call these kile bags because they're made from the island of Kile.
And what do we have up here on the wall?
Here we have navigational charts. So back in the day, they would use these to on their journeys to different islands. So the different lines on these charts represent like wave currents and the wave patterns. So they would never take these on their journeys with them. They would memorize it, draw it in the sand and memorize it, and then go on their way.
And these are not used now?
Not really. You know, most
we have a lot more technical devices that we can use these days, can't we?
Yes, but here you have a picture of what a traditional canoe looks like.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on through, where do we go next?
So we can come this way. So this video right here,
and again, seeing the stunning landscapes in the islands.
Yes.
And we have a video here. I'll get a little bit closer. If you could let us know what we're about to see. I think it's going to start again.
Yeah, so this video sort of explains the traditional ways of building a canoe and how they would go on their journeys. And it also explains the different types of canoes because we have the different sizes, and then they would explain the different parts. So each part of the canoe has a specific meaning to it.
And how long would it take to make these canoes, do you think?
I would say maybe a couple days to a week, maybe. Yeah. Or longer. Yep. So throughout the pavilion, you'll see more pictures of the Marshall Islands, and then like here you see how small these islands are.
And how many islands are there?
There's about 1,200 islands.
1,200 islands?
Yep. With a population of about 40 to 50,000.
Oh,
yes.
Amazing. Okay, and I spy that turtle over there. I've got to zoom in on that. How beautiful. Yes. Extraordinary. Okay, so do you miss home?
Of course. I miss the ocean. I miss swimming. I miss my family, of course.
Of course. So just to round up towards the end,
yes.
we have this. Is this how it would look?
Yes. So this is like what a traditional hut would look like. And under this we have all our beautiful handicrafts that you saw on display. We also have them for sale. So we have our flowers. We have also our coconut oils and coconut soaps, which we use every day. Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, so yes, Delonra, it is a small population. So we now have earned our second badge of the show, thanks to Chloe. That is our Marshall Islands Country Badge unlocked. So thank you so much for helping us. And we really appreciate all that knowledge that we have soaked up today. And hopefully some of you might think, I know where I want to go next, maybe the Marshall Islands.
Yes, hopefully.
And Ace says, I really love to come there. I'm ready to leave my home.
I'll see you there.
Okay, thank you so much, Chloe.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, guys, so that is 2 badges earned for the show. Amazing work from us and amazing help and presentation from Chloe. Yes, Rhonda, we were sure to say thank you to her because thanks to her, we learned that there's over 1,000 islands. Some of them must be tiny. So, Sandra, hello, Austrian base in London. We'll be at Expo in 2 weeks. Oh, I miss London. Say hello to my family in London for me. Okay, well, we're glad to have you here in 2 weeks. Delonra, thank you for the wonderful tour and thank you for being as active as ever, Delonra. What can you hear? Guys, check this music out. We have this can music. How tropical is that? Island life. This is what you get at Expo. You can hear music, entertainment, visual things, musical things, so much to see. But we've got to keep moving. Okay, so we have another pavilion to visit. Exactly, Ace. What a great place the Marshall Islands was. So we're moving on through. Can you remember what the third pavilion is? Because we're on the way there. Just a little walk for us. I'm just going to refer to the daily leaderboard. We have in first position Ace with 260 points, closely followed by Delonra with 257 points, Aisha with 236 points, Khalid with 221, Architecture with 209, joint with Caesar. We also then have Aubrey with 206 points, joint with Natalie and Rafia, also with 206 points. And then we have Danny, very, very closely followed next with 203 points. Guys, I've just got to turn my camera around. How mind-blowing is this view? The lights, the magic, the atmosphere. I mean, it never gets old, it really doesn't. Okay, so moving on through, on the way to our third pavilion very, very shortly. And we have a little something extra at the end of the show as well, but I'm not telling you yet. We'll keep that as a surprise. Yes, Ace. Yoo-hoo, let's go to another pavilion. Okay, so I spy it in the distance, but just to let you know before I join my next pavilion, make sure you check out virtualexpodubai.com, subscribe and follow and check out those previous episodes. I'll forgive you if you've not seen them all. I'll even forgive you if you've not seen all of my episodes, because this is episode 81. So it's quite normal that you might not have seen them all. So make sure you check out that website and have a look at any episodes that you may have missed. So I'm now at my third pavilion. My greeter's waiting for me, so I won't keep you waiting any longer. Okay, and amazing, we have Levy waiting for us. Hi, nice to meet you.
Greeting from Myanmar Pavilion.
Okay, so we're at Myanmar Pavilion and we're so excited to get inside.
Thank you so much.
And I cannot ignore this magnificent costume that I'm sure we're going to find out more about shortly. I'm going to follow you inside.
Yes, please come in. Oh, yeah, Myanmar is in Southeast Asia, and also we have about seven major ethnic groups from the north, the south, the east, and the west. And
Oh,
it's in Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia there on the map.
Yeah, they are from the south called Kachin.
So they're from Kachin. Wow, we're very spoiled here seeing all of these outfits. Is that heavy, ladies?
Yes, it's not heavy. Yes, it's very light.
Oh, well, we're gonna hear you coming, that's for sure. You make music everywhere you go. Wow. Wow, so colourful. Okay, so we're gonna follow on through because I hear music.
He's from Burmese ethnic group. They were from Kachin. He's from Burmese ethnic group, and this is a traditional music.
So he's from Burmese.
Yes, he's from Burmese. He's wearing Burmese male costume.
And it's so delightful to hear that music play and another beautiful costume. And I can't help but notice your dress.
Oh,
You look wonderful.
thank you. This is our daily wear. It's made with silk. And here is our umbrella made out of bamboo. Made out of bamboo
Everybody,
and
look
made
at
with the
these.
silk. This is a sun protection umbrella. Our traditional umbrella. And sun protection, and also we have those rain protection umbrella. They are
Okay, so-
bigger. Yes.
These are for sun protection and these are for rain protection.
Yes, correct.
They look too beautiful to use in real life.
And she
Yes,
also
Alania,
from-
very colourful.
She also from the Burmese ethnic group, and this is a like modern, we call guitar. This is a traditional music instrument from Burmese ethnic group.
Okay, so we have lots of comments, people watching live, and we have A says nice dress. We have hi Livy from Aisha.
Hi,
Delomra says, wow, the costume is fabulous.
thank you so much.
Okay, so we've got to move on through.
Yes, here. We have this card. Well, a few hundred years ago, the royal family used it, but however, now we still keep using for some occasion like graduation or a wedding ceremony, something like that, some special occasion. And all these material legoware made out of bamboo, and those are hand draw. And even one piece has to take about 1 month to complete, just to
Okay,
finish one.
so just to let you know, I have a question from Ali, and she says, "Is Burma the old name for Myanmar?"
Yes, correct. Oh, she's so smart.
Yes, definitely. Our viewers always know lots of facts. They know more than me.
Yes.
Okay, so
Here, I also have, she is from the western part of Myanmar called Chin Costume. Western part of
all
Myanmar.
of that beading. Let me get a little bit closer.
This is like princess dress. Princess.
Yeah, she definitely looks like a princess.
Yeah, she's princess. That actually I come from this part of the state, and this one of my costume like this.
Oh, so you have
yes,
something like this?
I am one of that descendants.
Wow, magnificent.
And
then
I
another one.
would like to mention that this costume won the best costume at Miss Universe 2021, right? 2021, 2022, 2021.
Wow, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's so intricate.
This is the best costume of Miss Universe.
Amazing.
And she's from the east part of Myanmar, Karen lady.
Oh wow, it's so delicate. So this one looks a little bit more casual to wear.
But the handmade, the textile and how it designed is very detailed and
Yes, I can definitely see those finer details there. Okay, well I'll follow you on through.
From here. And this is a gemstone, natural gemstone, and this is cold. It's so cold. It's gemstone, and we use this for dining table decoration. Dining table, and some of them we use it for car seat.
And what is this? What is
This
made
called
out of,
jade.
sorry?
It's jade.
Jade.
Yes, jade.
Okay.
This jade is just a normal jade. However, if the jade is the quality is so good, this one piece could be $1 million US. It could be a few million US just for one piece.
Wow.
This is natural stone jade, and this is for like dining table decoration. This for car seat. So if you keep your car in the hot sun, under hot sun the whole day, you're parking in the parking lot, but the seat will be cold all the time. This can be heated. This is cold all the time.
Okay, so just to let you know that we have a question for our viewers. Make sure you'll know the answer, so we won't answer it. So we're asking our viewers, only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system. What are they? Myanmar, United States and Liberia, Myanmar, United States and Latvia, that's hashtag A, hashtag B, hashtag C, Myanmar, Latvia and Marshall Islands, hashtag D, Myanmar, Marshall Islands and Thailand. That seems quite a difficult question for me, but I'm relying on you guys to know the answer, so get your votes in. We'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to get those answers in. Okay, so we have architecture says the colours, the fabrics, the music all show a warm, sensitive people.
Oh, thank you. And according to our architect, this section we call spirituality. So we have to showcase what kind of religion we have in Myanmar. We have Christian, Buddhism, and Muslim and Hindu.
Okay, so lots and lots of different religions there.
Four major religions.
4 major religions.
Four major religions. And this is where I come from, and I come from the mountain area, and the way we live is we live in the cloud.
Wow,
In the cloud.
super high up.
Yeah, super high.
Okay, so what is this over here? Looks very decadent, beautifully gold. What do we have here?
This
Lizzie?
is the curtain for the, formerly it was for the king, the royal family. Now it is in the museum.
Wow.
This costume is for the god for the king, the royal family.
Wow. So just to refer back to our trivia, you got it right. The majority of you, 67%, that's right. The answer was hashtag A. Well done, guys. Okay, perfect. So, some stunning scenes on these pictures.
Thank you so much.
Hot air balloons.
Then
Is this something you can do if you
This
visit?
is a wall hashtag, and then we have hot balloon. We have about 3,000 pagodas built by former royal, the king of Myanmar, the king of Burmese.
That looks like an absolutely beautiful
Yeah.
photo, and I'm sure that would be an amazing experience to go in those
this is
hot air
called
balloons.
Kayan women. They still wear like this. They are from the east of Myanmar.
Her neck looks so long. Is this something that is over time that they wear
Yes.
this to elongate their necks?
Every time they have some special occasion, let's say they have a special daughter or wedding or some kind of special, they put one more every time.
And do they wear this all the time?
Yes, they wear it all the time, even now.
Wow.
This is their pride.
Yes, I can see that.
And this is the heart shape, the lake. It's near India border.
Okay, so coming up to lots and lots of displays of all different types of attire here. Are these from different regions?
Yes.
And which region are these from?
Oh, this is from Burmese costume. This I wear like this almost every day. My
Yes.
daily wear like this is made out of silk, and this is from my great grandparent, and it was made by cotton. However, now I use silk to redesign it, and this is from my family.
So they're always so intricate design. So how old is this?
This is a newly made with
Newly made?
silk. However, that dress come from my grandmother. Look at this is what the Miss Universe costume was.
yes.
It's in my grandmother.
Oh. Wonderful.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so we have raised blocks. So these pieces of clothing are marvelous.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going on just down the last part.
In Myanmar, we have agriculture product, rice, various dry bean, coffee, and seafoods. And Myanmar is rich in agriculture product.
Okay,
And also we have gemstone, natural gemstone, sapphire, rubies, and then jade. 90% of jade in the whole world come from Myanmar.
90%.
Yeah, 90%.
Wow, so back onto that jade there. So we have a question from Ifra, and they ask, can you tell us what the traditional food is?
Traditional food, we have mohinka. Mohinka is like rice noodle soup. And our authentic food is rice. Every day we eat rice, yes.
Okay, amazing. And just touching back on that point about the jade, they're expensive?
Yes, expensive. It depends on the quality. Some of them, like let's say we have souvenir quality jade, which may only cost about $100. However, the same size of that gemstone jade could be a few million US dollars as well. It depends on the
Wow.
quality.
Very vast difference there. Amazing. And as we draw towards the end of this pavilion, we have quite the parade here. Just to recap on all of those beautiful, stunning, vibrant costumes. Amazing. Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for visiting. Thank you in Myanmar is Jisu Timare. Jisu
wow.
Timare.
Okay, perfect. So we have now unlocked our third badge of the show, our Myanmar country badge. So thank you so much for helping us.
Thank you so much. Jisu Timare.
This is our 169th pavilion. Amazing work, everybody. Okay, well, Ifra says beautiful and great. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for
And
visiting.
bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for having us. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So, what a beautiful farewell. I don't think we've quite had a goodbye like that before, have we? So, that is our third pavilion done, but we are not quite finished with this show. We have another little extra because somebody told me that I'm quite the food connoisseur. Okay, so we have got to go and experience the last part of our show because we still have a little bit of time. And as always, I've gave you 3 pavilions today, and that is hungry work. So we're going to stop for a quick bite at the next part of our show, because I always said that there was going to be a little bit extra, didn't I? So I am off to Matar Farm. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to find, but I usually love all food, so I'm going to try and explain that experience to you. Hope you don't get too jealous, because I know it's a bit difficult watching somebody eat, but maybe you might want to come down here and explore. So I'm now going to have a quick look at our leaderboard. Let me check out how our scores are looking. So we have Delonra with 414 points, Ace with 393 points, Aisha with 369, Khaled with 342, Michael with 318, Architecta with 309, 315. Caesar with 309, Danny with 303, also Harish and Lakshmarayanan, that is a long name, with also 303 points. So it's very, very close. You're doing so well getting all of those comments in. So I'm now approaching the Matar farm. Okay, so this is my last stop in the show. I can smell the food. It smells marvelous. And I have my next greeter ready and waiting for me. Are you excited for me to eat? Let me know. Okay, so amazing. We have Mohammed here.
Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. We're
Nice to
so
meet you.
excited to try some food. I've been running all around Expo.
You must be hungry by now.
Yeah, I am. Getting those steps in.
Fantastic.
So amazing. So they're just getting the table ready for us.
They
I
are.
see that we have that food truck behind us. So tell us a little about the Matter Farm then.
So, the
Kind
Mata
of-
Farm, well, we like to think of ourselves as the first smokehouse in Dubai. So when we started, nobody was smoking. Now everybody's smoking, but we started the trend. That's what we tell everyone anyway. But the main reason we started this is our love of food and our love of good quality food, and consistency is very important for us. So we have been doing this for 5 years, consistently making sure that we have the top quality food. Now, we're a smokehouse. What we do is smoke food.
Smoking meats or smoking
So,
everything?
meat, chicken, you give me something, I'll smoke it for you if you want to eat
Oh,
it. Vegetables,
anything is
even vegetables,
possible.
everything is possible. Smoked honey, anything you want, we can smoke. But today, I'll just give you. Hi,
Okay.
sorry.
Perfect. He's getting that table perfectly ready for us. So we're going to take a seat so we can talk more.
Absolutely. I'll get the guys to prepare some food so we can try it out because I know you're hungry.
Perfect. Yes, I'm very hungry. So,
Super.
chat.
All right, guys, please prepare the food.
Are you ready
Thank you.
for the food experience? So we have live chat happening.
All right.
And we've already got people commenting and saying hello. Delonra says smoked food sounds yummy. Roblox says hello, Mohammed. Roblox, yep. And also Roblox says hello, Mohammed. So lots of people are going to start
Hello.
to say hello to you. Okay,
Fantastic.
so I have to do my best job at trying to explain everything that I'm tasting. So I'll try my best.
Okay.
So you say that you even smoke vegetables.
Yep.
That's interesting.
So, look, we got into this because we love food, as you can tell from my physique. And
I love food too. Food is life.
absolutely. And we wanted to do something different, and we wanted to do something that was good, wholesome. So we went through a lot of effort to actually pick everything that we eat. So from our supply chain, from the meat, from the brisket that we use, or the lamb, everything, we know exactly where it comes from. We know what kind of food they get fed, so until it comes to us. And even when we source our wood, we go for ethically sourced wood. So whenever people, bring us wood, there's a tree planted instead of it. So these kind of things are important for us. So we wanted to make sure that we do this and we do it right. So we went through a lot of food tasting, a lot of experiments, and we still continue to do it. But we think we have what it takes now to be here at Expo, which is obviously very
So
proud
is this
for
your
us.
first base at Expo, or do you have other sites?
So we do. So we started off as a kitchen actually, and we were a central kitchen, and we were serving food to people, just catering. We did a lot of pop-ups, we did a lot of events. We supply a lot of hotels as well, smoked meat, so you'll probably see our name pop up in different places. And then we did our first retail actually in Time Out Market, but we didn't call it the Mata Farm, we called it Local Fire. And actually, we have Local Fire now also here at Expo as part of the barbecue festival. So there's a barbecue festival happening in Festival Garden.
Oh yes, because there's a new festival each month, isn't there?
Exactly. So it was Veganuary last month. This time it's Barbecue Festival. So I highly recommend going there as well. It's a fantastic setup there. And we have Local Fire there as well. We have slightly different menu there, but our brisket, which is our bread and butter, obviously, is there. We also have our pastrami is there as well, and we have different things that we're experimenting with as well over there.
Amazing. So we have a quick question. So obviously the name is the Matter Farm. What does Matter mean exactly?
So Matter is actually a name. So one of our partners actually, or our ex-partner actually, his name was actually linked to this whole thing because we liked the name, and we, when we went and visited him before, he actually lived in a house that looked like a farm, actually. So that's how the name got started. And for us, ideally, we want it to be farm to table. But in the UAE, it's always very difficult. So we do source a lot of things locally here, and we try and get it, farm to table. But meat, especially the brisket, is difficult to do because you have to get the right cow, you have to get the right content of fat in it. So we need to make sure that obviously, we source the right products for the taste as well.
Well, it smells delightful. We've got Delonra that says, I love barbecue. Rhonda said, sounds delicious. And Delonra also asked, what is your bestseller? But I'm thinking maybe the brisket?
The brisket. The brisket, everybody knows us for the brisket. And, we do brisket sandwiches, and we also do the whole brisket. So people, when they call us and they have a big party or they have a catering event, etc., they just say, hey, can you deliver us a whole brisket? Me personally, I love our brisket, but our pastrami is awesome, and our ribs are phenomenal.
Oh, well, ribs are quite messy, aren't they? But yes, I'm sure that they are delightful. We have architecture in Florida. You can smell the food all the way in Florida. Well, I'm glad that you are loving this experience, and even just hearing it being explained is helping you interpret how this food may taste. Hi, Henna's Vibes. We're getting very, very hungry here. Hopefully it won't be too long. It's on its way.
The food is here.
Yes, here it comes,
Perfect
everybody.
timing.
Yes.
So
Okay,
what I've
so
asked
it's
them to
coming
do
on through.
is we've got a mixture of different things.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the brisket. This is the pastrami on this side, and here is the smoked chicken. So you've got different food.
Hello.
This is our chef.
Hi, Chef.
Are you good?
Nice to meet you.
So
We're
this is Chef
excited to try.
Yusuf. Come here, Chef. So Chef Yusuf has been with us from the beginning.
I might have to get tucked in.
Go ahead. So
So
that's
what do
the
we have
brisket.
here? Brisket.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free, anybody, to eat with me. Wow,
Oh,
it's
want
going to be
gloves?
messy.
It's very messy. Would you like some gloves?
I
But
think
you gotta get messy.
I'll get in there. Might need some napkins maybe for afterwards.
Yeah, can we get some napkins, please?
Wow, here we go. Mmm. Wow.
Right? Can we get some water?
That
as well?
sauce. That sauce on it tastes really nice as
So
well.
the sauce, we make it in-house as well. We have different kinds of barbecue sauces that we do. We have a creamy one, which is the one that we use here. We also have a more tangy one that we use for the bigger barbecues. But for me, what's amazing for me as well, I mean, I'm saying this obviously, being one of the owners, but every time I bite into one of our
Thank you.
sandwiches, I'm just amazed how good it tastes. And it tastes exactly the same as the
The
first thing
food
we
just
made.
keeps coming, guys.
So yeah, you gotta try the fries as well.
So just let everybody see, that's the brisket inside there. So that brisket tastes absolutely unreal, really soft. Is it kind of a brioche bun?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. So this is all potato bun.
Oh, potato buns, yes.
So the brisket is potato bun. This is rye bread.
Rye bread. Guys, let's zoom in closer to this.
So this is the.
I honestly don't know how I'm going to bite into that. I'll give it my best go. So chicken inside this.
So this is the chicken.
Mmm.
And this is the pastrami. So this is our version of a Reuben.
So I've just dived straight into two sandwiches. So it's
It's all right.
that chicken.
It just gave me an idea, actually.
Double up.
Absolutely.
A double-decker sandwich.
And this one is the Reuben sandwich. And obviously, one of the key things is the pastrami, but the mustard. You got to get the mustard right with the Reuben.
I have a slight obsession with mustard.
So dig in. So
So Roblox has just asked, how do you smoke food?
that's a very good question. Sorry.
So I'm going to go in for the pastrami while Mohammed explains about the smoking process.
So the smoking process for every item is different. So for the brisket, which is the one that takes the longest, you have to trim the brisket. You have to rub it with the correct rub. We have our own special blend of spices that we use, and we rub it, and then we put it in the machine, and we only use wood. There's nothing else other than wood in the machine that we use in there to cook the smoked brisket, and we leave it there for between 12 to 14 hours, and that's why it comes out really soft and tasty. Chicken has a different cooking time. Lamb has a different cooking time. Ribs have a different cooking time. So each one of them, you have to get it to the right internal temperature, but we only use wood. And you know, I always keep telling everyone, it's the wood that makes it good. So we use oak wood for the brisket, and we use different other types of wood. We have apple wood, we have cedar wood, etc. We use different types for different cuts of meat to give it a different kind of flavor.
Amazing. So this is not to be taken lightly. It's a very intricate process of finding all the different woods, of smoking everything. So I can really understand why it tastes so full of flavour. The mustard, and I'm not usually much of a fan of pickles, but the pickles go with it amazingly. So it tastes unreal. Someone's reminding me that we have fries.
Yes, you got to try the
Rima,
fries.
I haven't forgotten. Let's go in with the fries.
So the fries, what we also like to do, and you know, this is we try and get it as triple cooked as possible.
I'm throwing fries at the camera. Sorry, guys.
So you give it a bit more crunch. This one, we didn't want to put the spices on it. We sometimes put spices on it to give you a bit more Cajun-y kind of flavor. And it's actually the same spices that we use to rub our brisket. So you get complementary tastes as well.
Yeah, I can imagine that tastes great. So we have Aisha that asks, is there any fresh juice in the farm restaurant?
We don't do fresh juice.
All about the food.
It's all about the food. So we just focus on what we're good at and what we do best.
So Roblox says 12 to 14 hours, that's a lot. I'm impressed.
Yep, it takes a long time, but when it comes out, that's why it's, as you can see, it's kind of, the meat melts in your mouth. And brisket isn't the easiest cut to, you know, chew into normally, and that's why you have to cook it long and slow and at a low temperature.
Amazing, guys. So I've been really spoiled. They also have coleslaw and green salads. Not got quite enough time to taste them right now, but we have now won our 4th badge of the show thanks to Mohammed, and we have now won our Matter Farm Cuisine badge. It's now been unlocked, so that's amazing.
Super.
So another award for us, which is fantastic. So make sure, guys, if you do come down here, you check out this food. So I'm now going to look to our leaderboard because everyone's been earning points by being involved.
Okay.
We have Delomba with 547 points, Ace with 496, Aisha 481, Khalid with 457. Then we have Architector and Michael with 418, Danny with 403, Bahangan with 400, Ifra with 345, Joyt with Rhonda. Amazing work, everybody. We've been so happy having you involved with this experience and getting your questions in. So we're now getting to that point of show where all of those points will go towards our seeds of change, okay? Because every 100 points we earn a seed of change. So we need to now pledge where they are going to go, and I'm leaving that decision to you guys. We have #1 clean energy, #2 using less, #3 green cities, #4 healthy planet, #5 eating well, #6 living together, #7 happy people, or finally #8 cleaner water. So I'm leaving that decision to you guys because I can't do it. Okay, so every episode we have to pledge those seeds. So we've got 1 or 2 minutes to get your answers in. That gives me another more time to have another bite of food. Now what am I going to go for? Yeah, they all tasted delicious. I'm going to go back for this brisket.
The problem that you'll have now is you'll get addicted to this. You have to keep coming back, Danielle.
I can't, I'm supposed to be on a diet. Every Wednesday the diet's out the window. So what is your favourite?
It's a tough one. Probably I'd have to say, the pastrami.
Ah.
I love a Reuben. So, you know, for me, I was trying to get to the point of, you know, in the UK, you have Selfridges where you go, you have your salt beef. or if you're in New York, you go to Katz's Deli and you have the Reuben sandwich there. That's the kind of thing I had in mind. And this is, to me, as close as it gets to that. That's why it's my favorite.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, they all taste delicious. It's a very difficult decision. I think I really like the brisket the most. So I'm really looking to go to try it all. So the winner of our Seeds of Change today is our carbon offset plan. It is Healthy Planet. Amazing, everybody. Thank you so much for voting. We really appreciate you getting involved from beginning to middle to end. And just a reminder that you can check out previous episodes on virtualexpodubai.com. Okay, so we're drawing to the end of our show, and I'm just going to remind you to tune in February 24th for our next episode. That is episode 82. We've done 81 episodes now. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you again soon, and I hope you're not too hungry. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you.